top right corner, there's a little thing telling me the mic is working. So it should be recording right now. Okay, here we are. You are going to take notes in your blog post, and you can see here this student, who will remain unnamed, has copy and pasted the template in here, which is great. Yay. And you can see that they picked a learning resource to learn from, and they already started taking notes. Now, in our blog post, everything is a block. So blocks are these chunks right here. This menu thing, it can be confusing. It's important that you watch the first video on how to use your Edublogs blog, which is about 8 minutes long. That introduces you to all the pieces parts. If you didn't watch that, definitely watch that first. I'm not going to go into that detail in this one. This one, I'm just going to talk about how we take notes. So what I'm going to do...
My name's Mark.
I'm going to go over to YouTube. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go here. Actually, I'm going to go here. So this is where preparation. To make these, I open up a whole bunch of tabs and get them ready. Okay, let's pause that. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to go back here. Actually, I'm not here. Where am I now? Okay, here we go. So I like to watch the video in a different tab. And let me put these tabs next to each other, make it a little bit easier so I can go back and forth. So basically, I'm going to be learning things from this guy. Now, let's just say he's talking about physics and programming. He's talking about recap for that, most replayed, recap. So let's click here. He's talking about physics and programming.
In step 2, we're going to use more components to make the bird.
Okay, so I want to remember what he's saying here. I'm going to watch it. If I hold down the control key on the keyboard and select copy video at current time, I click that, I now have a link to this moment, which is 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Now this is a 46-minute video. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And like I want to scrub it, later on and try to find that thing I'm trying to find. So these notes are going to help me tremendously. So 7 minutes and 15 seconds, I'm going to click there, and I've copied the link. Again, if you have a right-clicking mouse, right-click, then click here. If you have a white mouse and it doesn't have a right-click, hold down the control key on the keyboard and click. Same effect. Then I go back to my blog, and 7 minutes, 15 seconds. So I would go like this. And again, if you have a hard time seeing it from where you're sitting, that's fine. I will write the notes about what it is. And see, I already forgot okay, physics and programming. So what I do is write down this. And the words are important because your blog is searchable by every word. I'm highlighting the number 715, and I'm going to turn it into a link by pasting in the link that I copied. And there we go. I'm now going to publish the blog post. I recommend publishing always because you're still working on it, and that's fine. But what happens is this button up in the corner turns up into update. And so if I make another change, like I put in another line here, update, I just click it again, now it's saved again. So get used to saving by publishing first, then clicking the update button. All right, now I will go back to the video and keep watching things, but I'm not going to do that in this video tutorial because that's not the point of it. You can see how to watch the video. When there's some information that you don't want to forget is there presented, stop it, get the time, make a link, and then write a note to yourself. Again, the words are what the searchable part is. One more thing I want to show you is how to put an image at the top of your blog post to make it look cool. And I'm going to do that for Bennett. So, oh, Bennett's name is not supposed to be revealed. Sorry, Bennett. What I'm going to do is, depending on what the project is, you can pick whatever image. So I'm going to click on right here. It says WordPress open source or Openverse. If I click on this, it takes me back here. Hey, we've seen this before. And if I do level design, let's see what we get. Pipes. Now, here's the thing. The image you put at the top doesn't have to be, there's kind of generated stuff. It could be something silly. It could be whatever. Now we have a lab over here. This, I'm actually going to go here because these people are going to come talk to us. This is Vancouver Film School. They have one of the best design schools in the world. They have one of the best film schools in the world. They're the #1 animation school in the world. And we have a scholarship here for $10,000 for students who want to go there. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to take this image, and all I have to do is control click on it, copy image address. All right, and I'm going to need this stuff down here, but I'll come back for that. And so I'm going to delete all the notes up at the top because I don't need those anymore. And you want to delete those as well. And so what I'll do is get rid of the word template as well. And you always want to name it Session 1 Production Project. For advanced students, maybe 2023. Or if you put the year in there, if you hear multiple years, that'd be something that might be helpful. But right here, I want to put the image. There's a little plus right here. If I click on this, I can go, ooh, there's image. I click on image, and then it says, do I want to upload it, use the media library on my blog, which I haven't done anything with that yet. No, I want to click insert from URL. I paste the URL, and I click enter, and voila. Now, the last thing is I need to put a citation underneath it. So what I do is, a couple ways I can do this. I'll just click in front of summary and create a section down here. I go back over to this and I copy this information because I need this legally. Otherwise, this is not appropriate to have the image here. I have to have a citation. Now I click update again, and my blog just got 20% cooler. And here we go. Ooh, remember, people don't care, you gotta make them care. So having an image at the top is gonna make things way more interesting. And citing your source, you're saying to the world you understand intellectual property. That's why this is important. It's not just some pretty thing to put at the top of your blog. And then we scroll down and we see the notes. And if I click on 7:15, it's gonna take me back to
into a physics object.
7:15 where the video left off. Okay? So that's how you take notes. That's how we format our blog posts to get them to work right, and how to put an image at the top.